Hey friends, welcome back to Rita Talks. I'm Rita, and on this YouTube channel, I just share some of the thoughts, ideas that I've been thinking about, some of the things that have been happening in my life. So, in today's video, I just want to talk about this day. It was actually one of the, like, a really good day, but also a really tiring day. And the reason that it was a good day is because, I mean, it's tied to the fact that it was really tiring. It's because I started working in the morning and basically just spent the whole day working, but it was satisfying in the sense that I had this feeling of progress and I had this feeling of competence, and it just felt great to be able to do that. And I'm really happy that I pushed through today, and hopefully I will have more days like today in the future. So I'm trying to have an environment where basically I'm making it easier for this to happen. And yeah, that's one thing. Another thing that I wanted to do um, is just practice. Basically, like the ideas from my "What You Need to Do to Survive in the Age of AI" video. It's not yet done, and I've been working on the script a little bit every day for the past few weeks, and I mean it's okay. I'm okay with it going slow. So anyway, the gist of the video is this. Basically, the point that I want to make in the video is like uh, what like trying to state what people can do to survive in the age of AI, because we've been hearing about all of this stuff that's been happening with AI, and a big portion of the world actually have no idea what that is, and it's actually somewhat scary to them. So as someone who has quite a bit of knowledge around AI, around actually the inner workings of AI, so machine learning, all of that stuff, and I just find it super interesting. I thought maybe I would make a video about this. And basically, the video is split in three parts. The first part is what is AI? I go into the definition of what is AI. The second part is how does it work? So that's where we talk about machine learning, deep learning, and everything that's been happening in that field. And lastly, basically, we are going to talk about what the audience needs to do to survive in the age of AI. And so in this video, I just want to talk about the first part, which is the one that I've been working on recently, which is basically the what is AI part. So basically, I start out with a definition. So according to Encyclopedia Britannica, artificial intelligence is the ability of it says digital computer, but I want to say man-made entity to perform tasks commonly associated with intelligent beings. So, what are the tasks commonly associated with intelligent beings? And these are into three categories, like we can split them up into three categories. So, cognitive abilities, physical abilities, and emotional and social abilities. So, let's start with cognitive abilities. For this one, this includes tasks like learning and memory, basically the ability to acquire knowledge and recall past information. For example, like learning a language or learning how to play a musical instrument. That's the first one, basically learning and memory. And the second one is reasoning and problem solving. So basically, finding solutions to complex challenges by applying logic and mathematical reasoning. I don't know, like for example, figuring out how to solve some of the problems that we have, that we encounter in day-to-day life, how how to overcome climate change, how to cure disease, how to get faster from point A to point B, all that sorts of stuff. And basically the premise that I wanted, like the thing that I've been thinking about talking about here is basically I think the hard part about reasoning and problem solving, like for example solving like the problem of getting from point A to point B, that's obviously solved through Google Maps. It gives us a good enough path. It does not give us the ultimate solution because the problem of routing is an NP-hard problem, but basically it gives us a good enough solution, and basically it's what companies like Amazon are doing with deliveries, like to decide what is the optimal route for the delivery truck and things like this. But basically, I think the premise here that I want to talk about is like the fact that for human beings, it's like I think what sets human beings apart, which is something that I don't think AI can do just yet, is basically being curious. So asking questions out of curiosity, and of course, like right now with ChatGPT and like these large language models, we're able to actually we can ask it to generate us questions that we think it should ask. But these questions are not questions that come from curiosity, but they're just the most likely questions that the large language model has predicted. So I don't know, maybe there is something there. Maybe I need to iron this part out a bit more and like make it more specific, make it more explicit. But this is what I've been thinking. And basically, the third part in terms of cognitive abilities is creativity and imagination. So basically, there are three types of creativity: transformational creativity, exploratory creativity, and combinatorial creativity. And basically, a few types of creativity, like for example, AI is very good at I don't know which one. I think AI, like it's possible right now for AI to recreate combinatorial creativity, and that's what we're seeing with, for example, ChatGPT when we ask it to generate some text in the style of Emily Dickinson or in the style of Shakespeare or something like this. So I would say that fits into combinatorial creativity. And basically, I think the other two types of creativity, so the first type being the transformational creativity, like the characteristics of transformational creativity are basically breaking existing conventions or rules, and this is something that's often met with resistance initially and can lead to new ways of thinking or doing. And then exploratory creativity is working within an existing framework and seeking novel interpretations or solutions within that framework. So for these two, like especially for the first one, like transformational creativity, I think that's the part that that AI is missing. So far. Like for example, like I have this quote that I found in, I don't remember which book, but from Pablo Picasso, that says, "Learn the rules like a pro so that you can break them like an artist." And I want to use this quote there to illustrate transformational creativity and also exploratory creativity. I don't know whether or not this is something like trying to figure out whether this is something that AI can do or not. But for sure, the first one that AI can do is combinatorial creativity. And the thing is, like, I'm going into this much detail right now, but what I'm thinking of is just picking one example of each of these things and basically just keeping one example so that in the video it's crisp and it's to the point. So actually, like, I think what I need to do is basically try and figure out like to which extent AI is currently able to perform any types of creativity. Like I probably just asked ChatGPT again, because these definitions that I got are from ChatGPT. So I'm using AI to help me make a video that's about AI. How meta is that? But it's fun. Like, it's fun to think about these things. Like, what are the characteristics that make what makes artificial intelligence artificial intelligence? And basically, I want to do the same for each of these, and like just pick the most compelling parts. For sure, I think my script is too long, because there's no way that I'm gonna go into all of these steps in this specific video. So I'm just doing lots of research because I really want this to be like crisp, in the sense that I want it to be a bit like a stand-up comedian, where basically it's very tight in terms of the time, and I want to try and pack as much value as possible in as little time as possible. And in order to do that, it takes lots of effort and lots of banging my head against the wall, trying to figure out what to say and what's the next step that I need to investigate, and what makes sense and what does not make sense. So yeah, this was good. Just talking about this has been quite helpful, and it's allowed me to do my portion of the work for this for today. I guess maybe I will keep on doing this until I film the video, and this is certainly very fun because it forces me to practice this, like talking about these specific points and like just flushing out the ideas. It's easier, I guess, for me to flush out the ideas by talking through them versus like trying to write, like just focus on writing them. So definitely, like, being able to talk to someone, which is my like to just talk basically to myself, I guess, about this is super helpful. And I realized this during my PTYA call today. Like, when I was talking through the points that I wanted to make, I had like my brain's wheels were turning, and basically I was able to think more deeply about it, and like tried, like, it helped me, forced me to figure out what I want to say. And maybe I will be doing this over the next few weeks until this video is published, and until I have a clear message that I want to communicate from A to Z. I think this will be helpful in just helping me flush out the ideas and like basically like have a compelling narrative from the start of the video to the end of the video. So yeah, like, this was actually super fun. I'm happy. I thought about it today. So yeah, that's all I wanted to talk about for today. Thanks a lot for tuning in. You can click here to watch my previous video on this channel, so the one right before this one, and you can click here to watch my latest video on the channel overall. Thanks a lot for tuning in. I hope you have a fantastic day, night, whichever time of day it is where you are right now. Bye for now, and I will hopefully see you in the next one. Bye bye!